Hey, Kevin Wright, back with another property finance tip. And what I'm going to be talking about this week is why trying to do BRR on a property that doesn't need any refurb work done, you're just buying it cheap, why that isn't going to work. Now, I get asked this pretty much every week, so I thought I'd better do a video on it. People say to me, hey Kevin, I can buy this property below market value. I can buy it for less than it's really worth. And the best thing about it is, it doesn't need any work. So I can just buy it cheap and then refinance it at the full market value, pull a chunk of my cash out, and happy days. In some cases, it's even already tenanted. So, brilliant. It's income producing from day one. Now that sounds great, so what's the problem? The problem is not understanding the thought process of mortgage lenders, valuers. Now, having spent 20 plus years dealing with mortgage lenders, valuers, you can say I've walked many a mile in their shoes. So I've got an insight into how they think, which is something that understandably I see a lot of investors lack. And here's the big issue. Mortgage lenders, valuers do not recognise buying cheap in isolation as a valid reason to increase the value of a property above the purchase price you paid. Now, I see a whole misconception going on here, and this thing about market value is market value. So if you found out that, let's say, properties close to the one you want to buy have valued up at, let's say, 200,000, there's one or more sales in recent months in very close vicinity of your property. Now, you could be forgiven for thinking if other properties have sold for that, then yours must also value up at that. Except that mortgage lenders, valuers, that's not how they think. Now, when a mortgage lender's valuer goes to value a property that's been bought recently, i.e. the last few weeks or the last few months, and the value in excess of the purchase price is being claimed, there's one thing that they're looking for to justify a higher valuation, and that is tangible improvements to the condition of the property. Now, in the vast majority of cases, that's going to mean a refurb, possibly a conversion, possibly there's been some planning permission that's increased the value, but all of these are tangible gains. You can see the difference to the property when you bought it and now you're having it revalued. Now, buying it cheap plus tangible improvements, that can work. But it's buying it cheap below value, doing nothing to it, and then trying to get it valued at a higher price than you paid. That's what's not going to work. Now, go back to BRR, buy, refurbish, refinance. Now, there's three parts to it, isn't there? Buy, refurbish, refinance. But is that what you're doing on a property that you've got no work? Because it seems to me there's a big bit missing, and it's the bit in the middle. Buy's there, refinance is there, but where's the refurb? So when you're buying and trying to get it revalued without doing any work to it, it's not BRR, is it? You could say it's BR, buy, refinance. And buy, refinance means you're going to get value pretty much at the purchase price you paid. Now, if your big thing is not leaving cash in a property any more than you need to, this isn't going to work as a strategy. Does that mean you walk away from any deal that you can't add value to? Well, not necessarily. It's not one that you're going to hang on to and put in your portfolio. Now, you could flip it, buy it cheap, sell it on to someone else. Now, that's got a better chance of working because your buyer isn't looking to refinance their cash out. All they want to do, particularly if you're selling to main residence buyers, is just put a deposit down and live in it. So the message in this week's video is hopefully to stop you falling into the trap of buying a property that needs no work and thinking you're going to refinance it and pull your cash out and being disappointed. So, you ready to click that subscribe button? If you're not already a subscriber, then click it here. Oh, and click that belly thing too, so you get a ping every time I release a new video. Because you don't want to miss any, do you? Now I'm going to be back next week with another property finance tip, but hang around just a minute because I want you to see this. If you enjoyed watching this video, did you know every Monday morning at 8:30 I do a live Facebook Q&A. So if you want to start the week with checking out some answers to your property finance questions, click the link here.